So how does healing work at a Fury? For PvE, there is no. For PvP, you miss the regen based healing, as I have said multiple times. But even then, you can just, help with healing, and if you are the only healer and you are not fighting a strong team, you can still have success. But what's the skill rotation? What do I do and why does the healing works? Let's see in this example here. We are just farming in Berkan. I'm the only healer in the party and we are not having any healing issues. Why? Because I pop the fountain. I use selfless and within a moment I have the fountain available again. See, it's available again. I can just double pop the fountain and we have all the time the fountain. Also, if it's necessary, I could have used the shield or the barrier and CD will have been available at the same time because it's going to reset very fast. Let's just try it again in the next wave. Let's check now what I was saying. We gather a new pool. All of them here. Above the fountain. Self-left. Let's use the barrier. Again, I use all my skills. And see, the fountain is already available. Well, I'm silent, but the fountain is already available and barrier is already available as well. Basically, anything that has like, that 20-second CD is going to be available immediately, or better say, after I'm finishing my rotation, it's going to be available right away. So let's talk PvE. This is my main skill bar for PvE, the one I'm using for just random stuff. Normally, I'm not even using this anymore because I'm doing all cooking contracts now. But well, this is it when I want to farm some mobs or doing some contracts. This is my skill bar. However, when I'm doing PvE activities nowadays, what I'm mostly using is either my AoE skill bar or my boss skill bar. Let's see what's the rotation. Let's say what's the rotation for AoE farming. First and foremost, the most important skill you need is vampiric. You need to have vampiric and you need to have vampiric without the vampiric onslaught. In other words, you need to recover HP. Otherwise, it's going to be harder to farm. Secondly, well, you need all the AoE skills you have. The curses, the Touch of Despair, the Circle. The Ray is very good, the Mine is very good to stun them. Let's just check them. With this skill bar, you can basically farm here in Berkan or in Temple. I don't recommend going to Crimson because even in Crimson 1 is going to be a pain in the ass because you get the stun, you get silence. So if you want to farm solo, just focus here. So this is what I'm doing. Basically, I spam the curses, I spread them with Karmic, and that's it. Basically this is the whole rotation. Curses, spread, kill. And then I use Rapid Shot for two reasons. One, for adding some extra damage, and another reason is when I have self-left execution on, I use rapid shot, I reset the cooldown because it's going to hit many targets with probably a fire arrow, and that's going to reset some of the CDs. So that's basically it. It's rinse and repeat. I'm using now green stellar eye because I have a lot from the food contacts, but you don't really need to use them. Let's check another pool over here. If you are farming here in Berkan, beware always from the dread shots, that one over there, because they silence you. Depending when they silence you, you may get some issues. Again, the same. Spam the curses. Always use self-led diffusion. Don't forget about that. Flow. Use the mine for stunning them. Rinse and repeat. Now the question: is this efficient? Well, I will say it's efficient. It's better always to farm in party. You are going to farm faster, but if you want to just farm some tokens and you don't want to wait for anyone, just want, hop in here or in temple, farm some tokens or do your contracts, and that's it. That's more than enough. But if you are going to use foods, or you are going to use the mastery report, it's better to farm in a party. Now, about the boss. Well, let's, for example, come here to... Oh, well, I cannot show you that. Let's use the Tidal Tower. Yes, back and liberty. Sometimes that happens. What I'm doing for the bosses? Well, this is going to die very quickly, so it will not be a real representation, but basically is use enchanting time, use self-left, use valorous barrier, spam the curses, mark, another curse, explosion, and then quick fire, nimble, quick fire, rapid shot, multi-shot in this case because I don't have points for rapid shot, to reset nimble, and again nimble, quick fire. That's my rotation. It's really not the most efficient. I really don't care much about the times in the Gate of Infinity. I don't even have a build for that, because if I wanted to focus on PvE, I will not be using these items. In fact, this is not even traded, this is either. If I was focused into PvE, all these items will be replaced for items boosting heavy evasion and critical damage. So maybe I will keep these two, but everything else will be replaced for items boosting heavy attack and critical damage. Because right now I have like 377. This is nothing. I should have here something like 900, 1000, something around the lines of that. So basically the rotation, as I said, is just this, boom, and then it will be quick fire, multi-shot, quick fire, multi-shot, quick fire, nimble, quick fire, nimble, quick fire. That's it. Rinse and repeat. So, what's my PvP rotation? Well, you may not like the answer, but the answer is that I don't have a PvP rotation. As I have said multiple times, this is my main skill bar. I consider everything is mandatory, and maybe you have only 2 flex points: the shield and the mark. Right now I'm only switching the shield. I'm using the mark on both of my skill bars. Basically, this is my, let's say, more defensive skill bar, and this is my most offensive skill bar using the ray. Everything else remains the same, even the masteries, or even the specializations, all are the same. Okay, this is one of them, and the only difference is that in the one using the shield, I don't have anything related to the ray, and the one with the ray, I need to get things from other stuff. If I recall correctly, it's only touch of the spear. Let me check. Yes, I get the point from touch of the spear. Why? Because I don't really need touch of the spear. I don't do damage based on my curses, so I don't care whether it's only 1 or 2, or whether the duration is going to be extended by 3 seconds. I really don't care at all. I only need the cures to be available just for the extra hit from vampiric. So what's the rotation? As I said, I don't have rotation. The best I can tell you is just watch the random skirmishes video and try to find a pattern, but in my opinion there is no pattern. What's mandatory is that always use Mother's Nature's Priestess, always engage with touch of the spear to have a cure, so that when you make extra hit, so that when you hit, you get the extra hit from vampiric. That's it. That's all I have to say. In this video, as you can just saw, I was regenerating hell because I'm actually my PvE mastery using the vampiric as a healing tool, not as an offensive capability. But I'm actually going to switch this right now because I'm just waiting for Manticus. That's it. Basically, always engage with Touch of the Spear, with self-left, so that you lower the CD of all the skills, because you are going to be applying a lot of curses with the Touch of the Spear, with the Mark, with the Burning Time, with all the hits using the Frost Arrow. Everything is going to contribute to lower the CD of all the skills except for self-left diffusion. So it's more about, it's not about a specific rotation as other classes. It's more about learning when to engage, when to back, and basically have a good awareness of the positioning and where you are in a specific time. Because it's okay to maybe be engaging someone. For example, I'm engaging this one, and suddenly someone comes at me, or maybe he is going to kill me. It's okay to just pop a shield and run away. It's okay to do that, heal, and come back and engage again. It's okay to do this, because what I see is that many people is that go all in. Either I kill or I die, and that's it. And no, it's okay to retreat, to move away, move, get back, come back again. Always do this. Don't just, spam, skill, hit, oh, I'm dead. Don't do that. Just learn to move. Use your nimble leap. Use your multi-shoot to reset nimble leap. Use properly the barrier, the shield. Know when to do that. There is no a specific rotation for that. It all happens dynamically during the battle. So that's it. This is all I have to say for PvP.